For most of my life, I thought pretending I was okay was my greatest strength. It turned out that was the very thing that almost destroyed me. Growing up, we didn't talk about feelings. We fought. Mental health was a concept for weak people. My home was tense and scary, so I learned to hide how I felt and hurt quietly. For years, I did just that. It wasn't until I was completely broken that I realized my mental health wasn't just another problem. It was the only thing that I had left. My family was a cycle of hurt, people who didn't know any better. If I cried, I was told to stop. If I panicked, I was being dramatic. So I got very good at pretending. To the outside world, I had it all together, but pretending takes so much energy, I felt like fake, fighting every battle alone inside my own head. That kind of loneliness is hard to explain. You feel like you are the only person in the world who is that broken. I believe that if I admitted it, it would just prove that I was always told that I was weak. Moving out for university was supposed to be a new beginning, but juggling a full-time job and classes was overwhelming. The old ways I used to cope stopped working, and I dropped out. Then I really started to fall apart. I slept 12 hours a day just to escape the noise in my head. Rock bottom wasn't a sudden crash, it was a slow slide. Then one morning I woke up and couldn't get out of bed. I didn't want to be alive. The feeling wasn't sadness anymore, it was just empty. I was out of my strength and completely hopeless, but in that moment I knew one thing for sure. The idea of staying the same had finally become scarier than the idea of changing. If any of this feels familiar, you're not alone. Consider subscribing so we can continue this conversation. It matters. I knew I had to change. I tried starting a business with no money, skills, or peace of mind. After years of small fleeting successes, I finally earned enough to afford therapy. It took me 7 years to get there. Finding the right therapist wasn't immediate, but when I did, she introduced me to EMDR therapy, to process traumatic memories. Just being able to speak my story out loud in a safe place without judgment changed everything. For the first time I felt seen. The story was no longer me, it was something I could work on. Therapy wasn't a quick fix, it was hard work in unlearning years of bad habits. But it gave me the stability to rebuild. My life isn't perfect. I still have bad days, but now I have the tools to handle them. I don't have to pretend anymore. Fighting for my mental health wasn't a distraction from my life, it was my life. It's how I found my way back to myself. What I learned is this: when your mental health feels like all you have left, it's because it's the foundation for everything else. If that foundation is weak, everything built on it crumbles, but when you rebuild it, you become stronger than you ever imagined. I'm sharing this story because it's what I needed to hear back then. You can get better, you are not broken, and you don't have to do it alone. If you're struggling, please talk to someone. Taking that first step is the bravest thing you can do. Thanks for listening. If this helped, please like and subscribe, and feel free to share a part of your story in the comments. Let's end the stigma together.